Ba ba da ba bop. Get the music up. Good. Right, I don't know what the actual Twitches that are being used on. I mean, I assume Yanutska, but I have no idea how you spell that. That's how you spell it. It's meant to be now, right? Let me check. Check Hazel's DM. Yeah, 20 UTC. That's now. Cool. Good. Yeah, I guess I just wait. What else can I do? Very little. Yeah. Hey, it's Tega. Hey, Tega. Are you on TegaMech, or do you have an alt or anything like that? I have no idea. You're playing on your alt. Aliwa. Ah. Classic alt account, yes. Cool. Stencil check. You're off by a couple pixels. How could you do this? There we go. That's that solved. Wonderful. Hello, Hazel. And now we can wait for decades to see if Jani will show up. while I get the Hertz counter or whatever on the screen, I guess. While I adjust my layout slightly. Oh, that's alright. Tega, could you turn on the Hertz display and stuff so I can get it lined up on my thing before Jani comes online? Hertz and input display. Sweet, thank you very much. Nice. Right, okay, that works. And then I'll just do the same for this. Right, let's refresh Jani, just see if he's live yet. He is not. That's fine. Cool. Well, just gotta wait for Jani. Like that. Well, I imagine that lowering the audio quality a little bit. That's not that important right now. But we'll move to placing. Oh, what the hell's happened here? The background's disappeared. Where's the background gone? What the hell? There we are. Perfect. Wonder what happened there. Background decided not to render. Well, that's fine. There's Tega with a tissue in his nose. Very nice. Jani check. No, there's no need to see me play Das, Chen. There's no need for that. He couldn't find the channel. Great. Well, you've practiced wiping your nose while playing 18. Do you have a nasty cold or some similar illness? You should be fully ready. Something, yeah. Not too bad. Okay, fair enough. Jani check. Refresh. Nope, still not live. Classic Jani. No way, real Das. Hopefully. A3s and Hannah and Raiders from Arbaro. We're waiting on. We're doing a waiting for Jani stream right now, which was more or less what I expected when I got asked to do a Jani restream. Raiders of the Lost Arbaro. Oh no! How'd you get lost? Jani check. Nope, still not live. Someone cut down your forest. Oh no! Hey, it's Jani. Yeah, I think it's fun. I think authentic gaming is a fun is a silly name to put on things. Because, like, what's the alternative? Just fake gaming? How have you managed to do your capture like that, Jani? Where you've cut off the top, like, half of your line count. You do like this scene. Good. Your top 80k are 100% authentic. Exactly. Right, that's, I think, the closest I can get to getting Jani on stencil with his half line count. We'll need to use AI to fill in the blanks. Intense Jani. Hello, Hazel. What? I know, right? I believe the rules say that you have to have hertz and input display on, but let's be real. In what world is Jani not dassing? If he didn't have it on, I don't think there'd be any doubt at all. Zero doubt at all that he was dassing. He could get a 60 hertz movement and be like, it's definitely still dass. It is a very European stream. Inauthentic DAS action. Well, you're going to be disappointed because it's only authentic DAS action here. You'll take what you can get. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. SPS is offered. Jani is using Gym, so I'm going to assume that the answer is yes. So SPS is mandatory there. Yeah, well, there you go. Right, because I don't have the bot here, let me just go generate one quickly in DMs with the bot. Alright, there you go. There's your seed. Just make up a seed. I could. I usually do, but I don't know. Felt like going to the bot and asking it for one. I went to chat GPT and asked it for a Tetris seed. Yeah, he started on the OG ROM, but then he switched to Gym, I think, a moment ago. Hello, Wintera. You streamed 3 Div 2 and a Futures match today, and all but one of them went to deciders. Sounds like a lot of Tetris. Sounds like you've restreamed many minutes of Tetris? How did the matches go within the context of them going to deciders? Were they good deciders or were they garbanzo? Arbars and futures? Yeah, I know. As I've said, Arbaro is the future of Tetris. Some were better than others. Yeah. If you want... if you want to increment the seed, go ahead. I honestly don't care. The first two pieces never changes anything. Everyone already knows the openers, and if you don't know the openers, well, knowing the piece isn't going to change anything. Unless you're secretly on your phone right now googling optimal Nestris openers. Decrement the seed instead. So we'll get back to it next game. Alright, hopefully Jani will finish his warm-up soon-ish, and we can get the match underway. Oh yeah, Jani has the Das glove. What about that? I sometimes do that. That's a classic one, Tara. I've done something like that. 1.5 into 39, I only have a couple of those. Well, I have 3. I mean, decrement and increment are indistinguishable from each other functionally. Jani says he's ready. Have you got the seed in, Jani? That's true. Well, you know, that's how it goes. So the seed is pinned in chat, Jani. Cool. Just in case you hadn't seen it. But it seems that you have. Cool and good. How did you get a 40 Hz 3-tap with roll? I don't know, Threes. How did you do that? She's playing Xbox, some modern thing. Oh god. The present. Terrifying to any Tetris player. Alright. Tega, are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah, alright, let's go. So, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So, game 1 underway. It's now for Tega, and assumedly in a moment for Jani. There we go. Tega had an interesting opener. I guess seeing the first two pieces truly is the most optimal playstyle. But both players going to score the first Tetris with no burns. Jani going to end up having to take some by the looks of things, though he is going to fill in the long red dependency, so maybe not, maybe not. Tega has had to take some burns here. Jani likely will in a moment. Takes a triple. Starting out with a drought in this seed, so another triple for Jani. This is quite the drought. Oh, Jani in trouble here. That doesn't burn. How long was that drought? That was like 40 pieces, right? Maybe not quite 40. High 30s at least, right? And yeah, you're good for the game, Tega. Someone in chat who's, you know, got nothing better to do, go count how long that drought was. Your PC is dumb, what can you do? I guess, I mean, yeah, you could do that, I suppose. Alright, increment the seed. 9B is your next seed. And, oh, quickly before I start the game, let's ban this. Banned. Account created 11 hours ago. Amazing. Alright, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And let's update Tega's score. He has got 1 point in the match. So, both players, different openers once again. Tega does get the right piece to fill in that left side. Was looking a little bit spicy there with the deep T hole. But there we go, scores a Tetris. Jani, not quite Tetris ready for the first bar. His right side was Amino too low. But there we go, I'm going to score Tetris with the second one. And his left side a little bit awkward, but gets the piece over. No problem at all. And scores a Tetris. Goes up to 47,000. Tega at 72,000. So very slightly in the lead, but having to take some burns right now. May well allow Jani to take the lead, and he will do. I can tell that he's on 19 lines. Can't always tell what his line count is, but right now I can. Nice long bar. Dependency kind of adjustment, but there wasn't really any other place to put the piece. But does have a small dependency on the left side, does get it filled in with the required piece. And with the long bar gets Tetris ready. Now just waiting for a second one. Tega reopens the right side quite high up, so if he didn't manage to get that open quickly, could have spiraled a little bit, but everything is good for now. Jani in a similar spot, quite high up, but reopens the well just before the bar comes, goes up to 163. And maintaining his stack. Ooh, a little bit of a misdrop, but gets a bar reasonably quickly, which gives him time to burn it down. Does burn a couple lines to bring it to a more manageable height, gets a bar for a Tetris, and now is going to clear out the hole in the stack. May turn it into a dirty Tetris setup, he is going to. And he's not going to go for the triple. He is Jani, that is... I would expect nothing less from him, to be fair. Would really love a Z piece or a few. Because this is spiraling to some degree. Getting a little bit awkward. There we go, there's a Z piece and a T piece. So, Tetris ready. No longer Tetris ready, but with this Z... No, he's going to cover the hole with a bit more weight, so... It's going to continue to be a little bit of an awkward situation here. But there we go, there's the dirty Tetris for Jani. It goes up to 249. Tega, been keeping it relatively simple so far. Gonna score another Tetris, go up to 255. And another Tetris up to 279. Got a bit of a square hole forming. Gonna fill it in with a L piece and a T piece. Ooh, a little bit of a misdrop there for Tega into an unsure follow-up, so creates a couple holes in the stack. Shouldn't be too difficult to burn out, and does burn it out pretty much as quickly as possible. Ooh, nice 5 and below adjustment as well, very cool. So 307 to 343 for Jani. Small lead for Jani, and slightly behind in lines as well. So about a 3 Tetris pace lead. Actually a little bit larger than I thought initially, yeah. So Jani's dirty Tetris escapade that he went on for a little bit in the mid-game didn't lose him too much pace relative to Tega, if any. Tega getting into trouble here, though. Pretty high up, needs to be able to burn this down. Gets the eyepiece to the right side, so chilling for the moment, but left side needs to get a long bar, does get a long bar pretty much immediately. Very convenient, and a long bar for the dependency. Will clean up the stack, score a Tetris, go up to 343. Very nice moves from Tega, and another 5 and below on the left side. Jani just scored a Tetris. Stack a little bit awkward after the Tetris, but will resolve reasonably by the looks of things. Just needs a Z piece, and the stack will be healthy, and there's the Z piece. Well, not necessarily healthy, but I've seen much worse. Left side requiring a little bit of work now, though. Getting into a dig quite high up. But going to be managing it pretty well, pretty quickly. Still need something for the left side, though. That long bar will be a thing for the left side, and then one for the right side, 472. Transition about to hit for both players. Only one Tetris available for Tega. Couple for Jani. Actually 3 by the looks of things, but he's going to have to take some burns, so definitely not getting all 3. And there we go, Tega 445 at transition, so a little bit on the lower side score-wise, but not terrible either. And Jani 479, so a 2 Tetris lead at transition. Those burns at the end cost him a little bit of pace, but it's all good. Does cross 500k now, but his stack not in the greatest health that it could be. Got to do some burning. Both players pretty awkward stacks right now. Jani needs to sort out these holes on the right side before he can tackle the ones on the left. Does score a double there, so still managing okay, but does have a long bar dependency. Does get a long bar. Does a triple flip there. Very fun. Jani getting some awkward pieces here, though. Very difficult to work with. Working with them nonetheless. And does manage to bring the stack back down to a reasonably safe height. And reopens the hole on the left side. Tega getting into trouble here, though. Gets a nice flat burn on the left. Needs to burn something on the right. Does get the piece over. And another double with that L piece. Or J piece. Then that's an L piece. Going to score another couple burns. Board lowering slowly. Needs something for the left side, but it's only 5 high, so shouldn't be much of a challenge to get something over there. Does so, and going to take a split double. And he's safe. Jani is technically clean, but his stack is not the nicest one I've ever seen. But it is good enough for a Tetris. Takes a couple burns and then may turn this into a center well. And he will indeed. Though, well, he's trying to. A little bit of RNG getting in the way of that right now. More of a dig than a center well. Tega 591. Jani 595. A few lines behind as well. Tega is Tetris ready, gonna score it, go up to 630. Jani not Tetris ready. But gonna score a nice triple there. Kill screen is coming up for both of these players. And Tega does have the real-time lead right now, but is ahead by 10 lines. So if Jani can start scoring Tetrises here, he does have the pace lead in theory, but still not really going his way, having to take more burns. Tega going for a center well Tetris, gonna score it. Jani gets the long bar for the left side, he needed that badly. Gonna score another triple. And gonna take some burns. Tetris ready now. Just needs the long bar. Takes a double. Keeping the stack at a healthy height. Does score a Tetris. Goes up to 666, but needs these last 3 Tetrises for sure. Tega with that Tetris, 779. But Jani, only 1 Tetris available. Needs to set up 1 on kill screen here. It's the only way that he can do this, but Tega getting some more lines may not even be possible for Jani. Tega getting level 30 here. Jesus. And that's enough. That's definitely enough. I was focused on Jani trying to get those last couple Tetrises, but in the meantime, Tega gets a 30 with Das that I didn't even see. What the hell, Tega? Does this prove you're not Aliwa? I don't know, I think Aliwa could have done that. Right, what's the next seed? Next seed, AC. It was a very good game. The pace wasn't amazing, but impressive survival. Hey, good job, Aliwa. Nice level 30. Jani's ready. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Tega, interesting opener there. I've definitely done something like that before, but I would not recommend it, generally. But with the T-piece, this could technically resolve cleanly. This is a ridiculous opener. But it went about as well as it could have without pure bail. And that isn't very good. His stack is very shit right now. Does get a longbar to the left side, so Tega's still alive. I'm sure he's happy to find himself in this situation. Jani also in a bit of trouble here, though. Starting off with a pretty aggressive setup. Needs to reopen this left side. Goes longbar to the right, then squares to the left. That works pretty good. Burning it out. Ooh, but misses the tuck. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Gets the longbar, scores a double. Maybe turning this into a... No, he's not turning that into a dirty Tetris setup. But he is longbar dependent pretty high up on the stack here. This could be a real problem for Jani. Can't get the vault. 36,000 is the top out score. And Tega, you are good for the match. In a 3-0 sweep, despite that ridiculous opener that was unquestionably bad. But GG's nonetheless. That game 2 was pretty good shit. Once again, not a high-paced game, but the survival was impressive, to say the least, from both players. Some gigarats from open window. That is unfortunate. Yeah. Well, I guess that's the match then. I guess I've got to go raid someone else or something. Is anything else actually happening? Not really. Well, eh. Tega says GG. Good. When is the blind match? Hour and a half-ish. Threes. Your apartment is like sauna. Isn't that what Finnish people like? Thought Finnish people liked saunas in their apartments. And in their McDonald's. And in their car. Let's see, how will Tega's playing this out go? And then I guess I'll raid Lucy. You like the sauna only with an ice cold bath, not with Tetris. Tragic. Bro's mullening for stats. True. Are there stats for Das League? Oh yeah, threes. I've got Violet agreed to test it as well, so we'll have we could have 3 full matches. Hazel versus Violet, Hazel versus you, and you versus Violet. If you have the time. I don't know which match is first. That's for you guys to figure out, I guess. Tega approaching the transition here. Whoa. There's an overall DAS stats for all DAS events. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Ooh, nice misdrop from Tega there right before transition. That's exactly how you want to play it. There we go, gonna score Tetris. Can hopefully get the right piece to burn this left side out. Nice misdrop, exactly. And then no DAS for that piece. This left side's pretty fucked. Does get the piece over, but doesn't have DAS to get anything over to the right side. And there you go, 502. Tragic. It's the illness. He would have survived that if he wasn't ill. Well, okay, now we raid someone, I guess. Everyone say hi to Lucy. Unless you don't want to, then don't.